SBF was released on a $250 million PR bond. Right on. But wait, where did he get that $250 million from? But doesn't he only have $100,000 in his bank account? It looks like his parents are going to be paying his bond. That's what the court documents say. But they didn't get a ton. Didn't they get a ton of properties in the Bahamas from SBF? What's going on here? What's a PR bond? Let's see what crypto Twitter legal experts are saying today about this. NFT Nick, who has actually went down to the Bahamas during the whole pursuit of him. He did a bunch of shows on him. He's quite a funny guy. He's posting the court documents that are public information. SBF, this is a personal recognizance bond. This is to secure a bond of $250 million secured by the agreed defendant of each surety to forfeit the following cash or property. And it's his parents' home in Palo Alto, so California. But I do think the important part here is that it's a PR bond, so it's a personal recognizance bond. If we look at what that is, a personal recognizance bond, or better yet, a PR bond, is granted by a court judge once the review of the individual's case and criminal history has been completed during the pretrial. So the benefit of obtaining a PR bond is that the bonded party won't have to pay anything and is required to be present at all court appearances. And if that person misses court appearances or doesn't uphold by any of the terms, that person will have to pay the full bail amount and be rearrested in the future. So basically, if this dude doesn't show up to court and doesn't abide by the sentences, his parents lose his house and he's up for $250 million. So what's another $250 million when you're already down $32 billion? And I mean, the memes coming out of this are pretty insane. I don't know. Some of them are pretty funny. Where are we at here? SBF and girlfriend Caroline mugshots released. Imagine thinking she went fold under pressure. SBF texting her, "I miss you. Remember when this whole thing was your idea?" And the other interesting part of all this is that Caroline is facing up to 110 years in prison. She pleaded guilty to 7 charges, a bunch of fraud charges, whatnot. So SBF reading this like, oh God, the walls are coming in. So the details of SBF's court, his bond is basically agreed upon and released. He has pretrial supervision. There's very strict, apparently, travel restrictions, location monitoring technology as directed. So mental health evaluations. He's got to surrender travel documents, travel restriction. It's quite interesting. I was Googling some of the stuff. You can see the exact form that they were using when they're filling it out. So this is off the uscourts.gov. So this is kind of just all the paperwork. And there's a lot of like I said, crypto Twitter, like everybody becomes a legal expert or whatever's trending of the day. They're probably doing exactly what I'm doing, just Googling it, figuring it out as we go. Like this Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. So let's get this straight. SBF had to post $250 million bail just 3 weeks ago, and he had $100,000. His parents are Stanford professors, and they make $188K a year. So kind of insinuating that where did the money come from, blah, 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 striking fear. Right away, that's not how bail works. They posted a small percentage of the $250 million. That's not true either, for my quick Google. The other part of this is that I think there was 3 people that were kind of at the helm of FTX. So this Gary Wang was the other guy. So he was FTX's Gary Wang, and he was like chief engineering guy. So and then it was Caroline Ellison and obviously SBF. So Gary, we don't hear a lot about him, but let's take a look because we covered this in a video a while ago. You can see here. So this is the company structure of FTX. So super easy to follow through. You know what I mean? So if you're looking at it, FTX trading is here. So everything kind of leads to there. Lots of subsidiaries, and then this is SBF right here on the top. You see this is Gary Wang here, co-founder and CTO. And then you got a whole bunch of other people. So he was the other one that was arrested. I haven't heard anything about this Nishad Singh. I don't think so yet, potentially, but they all went through Alameda Research. So he had 10% of Alameda Research. So he's part of that. SBF had 90% of it. That was the Alameda Research LLC. So there's LLC, and then there's other ventures. So I think those are the ones that were investing into people and companies. Cedar Grove Technologies. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't think SBF is going to have a great time. I think he's going to have I think he's in for a wild ride. Caroline's already looking at 110 years. in prison. Who knows? SBF was at the same jail where Epstein was. Who knows? I don't know. It's a bunch of weird stuff going on. Timing of like Zelensky coming to the United States, whole SBF there. Who knows? We'll see. I'm sure something will happen, and we'll all just kind of be like, "Oh, that was cool. Like, should have saw that coming." But who knows? I'm guaranteed that none of them are gonna be sitting there just comfy as hell, sitting there like this guy right now. But we'll see. It's going to be a lot of this, probably just everyone pointing at everyone else. Anyways, if you like the content, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. We're going to jump into the crypto market summary where we keep a finger on the pulse of crypto, NFTs, and shitcoin markets. So that's what we're going to jump into. We'll see. I think the markets, crypto's open all the time, but some of the other markets, bond markets and the S&P, likely not going to be open for too much longer here. It is Friday today, and Christmas coming up, so some holidays. So here we are, crypto market cap. We're looking at another $12 billion into the plus. We're seeing some up prices in ETH here. What do we got going on? These are numbers. Yeah, it's come down a little bit. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit upside here. What's going on in shitcoin markets? I think shitcoin markets probably a little slow. 1.2 million Ethereum. That's all right. It's 4053 NFIAI. Bunch of Neuralink stuff, funny memes, YouTube, weird ones. And then in Binance, what do we see here? 1.8. And then we got 8,822. Marketplace volumes, again, we're seeing blur with the high of 20 million, so 40 million of the day. If we took that out, it's only 19 million, and the leader is OpenSea. Yeah, so again, no different than the other days. Pretty flat among the board there. Energy prices, again, European gas prices are coming down substantially. Crazy. We're just hanging around. North American prices just keeping steady. Bond markets, they both went up. The spread kept pretty close, but they both went up. Okay. And then what do we got here? So then NFT floor prices. So wow, Bored Apes really shot up. Crazy. So 269. So we're seeing a good chunk of change on the increase here. Bored Apes leading that one, looks like. What else we're seeing? I think some Goblin Towns coming back up. Rug Radio's back up. Yeah, Anonymice coming back up. Wrecked Guy. I guess I'm probably going to miss that buy-in. That's what's going to happen. And TK Babies. Yeah, Cyberconk's coming back up. 2.2. Good for them. They got some announcements coming. Anyways, that's what we're looking at today. So hope you have a good day.